You know what it is. Do we have to say every week what it is? Do we? What are you doing?
I'm watching Amazon.
Oh, oh boy. All right, folks. Let me do
Hey,
this.
what?
Let me do this. It's not too often that we have a comment before we even start the show, but our boy Finn coming through in the clutch. Watching Finn and oh, what? I think Spin is trying to rename the show here.
What's Happy Eastern?
Watching Thin and Big. Happy Easter. I don't know. But he's still our boy. And he's right about one thing.
What?
Well, we are watching
Yeah.
Amazon and some other
Yeah.
stuff. But before we can get into it, you know what we got to do? Let me turn the camera over to, you know, her.
The bold one, the cold one, John Colder Ice Lawson, coming to you from my beautiful, beautiful hotel suite.
I'm Brent Leary, coming to you from the place I've been coming to you
His
for the past
basement.
2 years. I'm not in Buckhead.
His basement. He won't come out the house, y'all. Trying. I'm trying.
Is Omicron on the down decline yet?
No, it's on the DL. Omicron's on the DL. People just don't care, man. It's crazy.
I
It's
care.
crazy.
I care.
I mean,
Folks.
God.
Anyway, watching Amazon. It's Friday afternoon. Kind of overcast out here in the, I was going to say the
ATL
Atlanta
is
metro
cold.
area. Kind of chilly.
It's a little chilly, bro.
A little chilly. But at least there ain't no snow or ice on the ground.
No
So I
snow
have
or
no
ice.
complaints. Absolutely.
You had some of that last week, though, didn't you?
Yeah, last weekend. Yep.
Just a little bit.
And we escaped something. There was a possibility yesterday and today, I think, and I think we eased our way past it. So I'm good to go.
Oh, what? We were supposed to get some. Yeah.
Finn is on one, ain't he?
He's on it.
Is Amazon selling
He's
shaver?
on it.
I'm waiting for the discount to come in, Sven. That's what I'm waiting for. Anyway, start calling this the Sven show or something. The Sven comedy hour.
He's on it today, y'all.
All right, but we are going to be on it today too. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. I got a clip. Should
What's
I go
going
with the
on?
clip? I'll do the clip first. How about
Yeah, go for it. Let's get in because
what?
there's a lot of crap.
It's a lot of crap. I think this
Yeah.
is the right clip. We'll see what it is. It's like clip roulette here. See what we got.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this
Enough of that stuff. You don't need to.
I didn't get it. What did it say? You're going to scan it, get the
Yeah.
color size, and then they're going to deliver it to the dressing room?
Something like that. That's kind of. Wait a minute. So you try out your clothes. You like the way they fit. You scan it. And that's the transaction. Is that it? I mean, then you can just walk out the store. Do we need to play that again?
Yeah,
was-
kind of.
I was
Because I
really
didn't
jamming.
totally get it.
All right,
Yeah,
let me cue this
jamming
up
it to some
because that was
garbage,
sounded
garbage,
pretty good.
garbage
garbage.
music.
Let's go.
We're not
Wait a
seeing.
minute.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, I got that one. All right.
From the fitting room. Yeah, you can keep it. Yeah. Or the store counter.
Okay.
We done?
Yeah.
All right. So you can do it from either place. That's what it
Okay.
said, right? No
It's
line,
service merchandise. It's service merchandise.
no
I get it.
muss, no fuss.
I get
Oh, wait. Got to say hi to Lisa. Do you know Lisa?
it. Yeah, she's my cousin.
How do you say her last name?
That's a good question.
Because it looked like Linguini or something.
Nah, I
know
don't
it
think
ain't
it's
that.
Linguini.
It's Lingani?
Lingani.
Lingani?
Lingani?
How come you don't know how to say her name? You're a
Because
cousin.
I don't have to. I just say Lisa.
Oh, come on now. You got to know how to say your cousin's last name.
Well, it's like don't have to do that. If it ain't Lawson, I ain't saying it.
Okay.
So she says
strong.
it's Lingani.
Lingani. I like that. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't get it either, Gloria. I'm not sure about this.
Oh,
I think
come
we have
on.
to see it.
I think who wants to go to a store and have to go to a line? If I go find what I want, go to the dressing room, it fits, I want it, I just want to walk the hell out of the store at that point with the stuff. If that's what they're doing, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
So that's all you got to say. Okay.
But I just don't get it. But I'm guessing I get it. You know, they must have all the sizes and colors in the back.
Oh, here's like Gloria. Hello, Gloria. How do you know what size fits best? I guess
You're going
then
to try it on.
you could try it on.
Yeah.
Maybe a
you're
human.
going to go into the dressing room. You're going to pick the size you want. They're going to
Right.
bring it in. You put it on. If you like it, you keep it.
That's cool.
I mean,
Make
that
them
part's
do all the
okay.
work. I like that.
Okay.
I could just go right to the dressing room.
Yeah. You
Tell
could.
them to pick some stuff out, bring it to me. I try it on. If
Well,
it fits, I'm
I
out.
mean, first you're going to see it on the floor. You want to touch it, the materials and things like that.
They bring it to you. Oh, yeah. All right. So you do your little browsing or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You say, you know what? I'd like to try this in a 10. I'll meet you over in the dressing room.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe.
I like that.
I don't know. It seems like it would take longer, but we'll see.
Oh,
I mean,
come on, man.
if I could get the actual size I want on the rack.
Well, then you just bid it and then you go to the dressing room.
Exactly.
Right?
But now
But
I
if
have
it's
to
not
wait.
there,
I got to wait on my Uber driver to bring it over. What's going
come on, your Uber driver, really? Ugh.
on?
Let's see what Lisa, your cousin, child Lingani, says. Well, on Amazon, if you order clothes on the site, they have it where you can wear it before buying it. That's right. You got that AI stuff. Remember that thing they came out with that didn't really do too well? That device.
Which
Remember
I
what it was
told you was a gimmick.
It didn't do too well.
Didn't do too well. By the way, where's my Amazon Air delivery since we're on that topic?
I don't know, but we really weren't on that topic. I'm just reading what Gloria was saying. I can't see how Amazon saves dollars. I don't know what that means. What are you referring
She doesn't
to?
see how Amazon is saving money by doing
It's not always
retail
about saving money.
this way.
And actually, it probably
they
is
would.
about saving money.
They
save-
would not have as much showroom space.
And they won't have as many employees.
They won't have
They
as
won't
many
need-
employees. Yeah.
Right. But I think it's also more about customer experience than it is about saving money. Because I would be all in if I could go to a store,
Yeah.
not
But
have to talk to anybody.
but the problem is you're not the target audience.
I think I am the target audience.
It's not a robe, Thomas. It's a hoodie,
Nice robe.
but it looks
Don't
like
hate.
a robe. I kind of like that idea. See, it's a hoodie. All right, but no, you see what I'm
okay, I
saying?
see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more about the overall customer experience and saving some bucks, maybe a little bucks. Fewer
I'm trying to
employees.
figure out the. So that's what I was going to say. You are not the customer.
Okay, who is the customer?
I don't know, but you spend very little on shopping. Obviously,
That's not true.
obviously.
Maybe on clothes,
Yes,
relatively speaking,
exactly. Yes,
not on shopping.
yeah. On
Well,
on clothes, you spend relatively nothing.
that's just wrong. Look, everything I'm wearing, every piece of Ram gear I have, I paid for, and I got
uh-huh.
lots of Ram gear.
You got
I'm
lots of
not.
Ram gear,
That's
know.
right.
But I don't, but I'm wondering if
Sven is
who the
really on
target are.
one. Just joke after joke. Gonna have to start calling him Shucky Esser.
Oh my gosh.
I bet he doesn't know what Shucky Green is. So.
Yeah, okay. I like that, Lisa. That's not bad. A personal stylist type deal. That would be now that I kind of would dig. If they could give me somewhat of a personal stylist, right? And then I get to the store and the items that they made suggestion for me, sort of like they do with the box, subscriptions. I could
Mhm.
go in, I try the ones on that I like, keep the ones I'm going to keep, and walk out. That would be pretty awesome.
I'm gonna stop popping
Yeah, you need to
Sven's
stop popping
comments
him
up.
up.
He thinks he's really
You're giving
funny.
him you're giving
He's
him
just going off.
a lot of runway there.
Yeah,
But
he
I
keeps
do
getting
like
off.
that idea, Lisa. That's a fantastic
It is a good
thought.
idea.
Yeah. Amazon, you should be listening, take notes. We'll see how this works.
So, in other words, Amazon not only should be watching Amazon, they should
Yes.
be listening to
And
watching Amazon
implementing
and implementing.
and then sending us
Ooh.
the check.
We got some pretty smart folks joining into the show today. I must say,
Absolutely. I must say.
you're not one of them, but I'm just saying we've got a lot of.
Whatever. You couldn't just let it go, could you?
Could
Couldn't
not.
just let it
It
go.
was just sitting there.
Let it
just
go,
waiting for
Brent.
me.
Let it go.
I can't. I'll try. Not that hard though. All right. So this is
That's good.
what did it
All
say
right.
when you see like all the brick and mortar folks closing up, and here comes Amazon opening stuff up. What does that say for the general state of things?
Well, Amazon's it's not afraid to test.
That's true.
That's what that says to me. Amazon is not afraid to test, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do, with no regard on what other people are actually doing in retail.
They don't. Let me say this. Remember way back in the day, I think it was kind of part of their annual shareholders letter thing where they state, and I know it was Bezos, and I'm sure it's carrying over, that they really don't pay as much attention to competitors.
They pay attention to
They pay attention to the customers.
customers.
And although that's not completely true.
Right.
But it does feel like customers and customer experience definitely is higher up on the priority than trying to see what the competitors are doing.
It's the driver. But then, me and Lisa basically came up with an idea, but I think Gloria had the right question, which is how does this save Amazon money, and who's asking for this experience yet? Or I'm just wondering what the drivers is on
Data.
what they're thinking. The data. What is
They
the
have
data?
pretty good insight on what their customers want based on all the experiences, all the data that's created from all these experiences. Going to the site, browsing for stuff, buying stuff, when they buy it, how frequently they buy it. That's all added up to what they do. And all the things, like you said, they use that as a reason to test out stuff. And this is, let's say if this works for them. And I don't know how they're measuring what success is.
Mhm.
Is it somehow connected back to Prime memberships? I don't know. Is it somehow, reverted back to, somehow transactions and how
Oh, I just
efficient they are?
well,
Think so?
well, here's another thing is, I mean, hey, they're going to save money by not having to deliver it. They're going to save a lot of money. If
See,
you
I think
start walking in to get the stuff,
that's huge. I
that's
think
huge.
you're right.
Yeah.
I think what they've done lately is this is still part of their last mile effort.
Last mile.
But instead of how do we get the stuff to their home, how do we incentivize them to go to the last mile, to a store of some sort?
And the stuff we were talking about last week about bracketing and how people are doing bracket buys, right? Where they would buy 3 sizes to see which one actually fit. And then they would send the other 2 back, or they'd buy 3 colors to see which one matched, and they'd send the other 2 back. That costs a lot of money. This would definitely curb that too.
So how do you think this is going to be received by the average clothes buyer person, who I am not?
Yeah, I don't know. We're creatures of habits, and this is a different habit. So it might take a little bit of time to catch on. But if it's something, like you said, I'm kind of in your, lane as well, even though I have way better fashion sense and I spend more. But I'm sort of like you. I want to make it easy, and I'm kind of all in if I can just get in and out without having to talk to, customer support people and getting the size that actually fits for me. Those kind of things are very important, and I would be all in on that.
Let me take it maybe possibly another step, further, because you mentioned something about the returns. And I have to think one of the hardest things to get right just from online purchasing is clothes, because they all a large for this brand, for this t-shirt, might not be the same fit on you as a large for this brand, folks. So how much or what percentage of returns are like clothes based? And clothes are so cheap, but it's probably as expensive to send back some clothes as something that could be more expensive. So you don't really make a lot of money, or you spend way more trying to send a cheap piece of whatever back, a shirt, pair of socks, whatever, back. It costs a lot more money. But what if you could get it right by having people come in to a store, and then you kind of incentivize them to come into the store, because you say you're not going to have to worry about lines. You're not going to have to wait on anybody for the most part. And those are 2 big things, 2 big reasons why I don't go to the store much unless I absolutely have to, because I do not want to be stuck. I hate lines. I hate waiting. And if you can take away lines and waiting in the shopping experience, I'll probably go to a store, a physical location, more.
And you know what else it's going to add? It's going to add customer feedback. So you scan it, you're going to see what people are rating this item. Does it stand up to washing? Did it shrink? You know what I'm saying? All of these kind of comments are going to be there as well. So and I'm sure they'll probably stock the store with 4-star and above clothing. So I think that's pretty good.
I'm just reading your cousin's comment here. They're not really worried about the cost. It's like testing the water, throwing out an idea, and everyone goes crazy about it, like throwing pasta at the wall to see if it's done. Do you do that?
What? No, I don't throw pasta at the wall. You just taste it.
Well, that's what your cousin said. Don't be looking at me funny. She's the one doing it.
He said,
I thought that was a family thing.
Then they hook you and then they rob you? No.
No. If you go to a store, the impulse buy, that actually could be another reason they want to get more people in the store. The impulse buy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or they can make the suggestion, if you like this, you might also like, and then you can have it delivered to the dressing room, try it on, and then you end up buying it.
You know you do it.
Mhm.
Don't try to backtrack on us, Lisa.
Right. Well, Lisa throwing pasta at the wall. Just
I go to her house, see all sorts of pasta just
Be like,
dripping
what's
from
up
his
with that? What's up with that?
All right.
All right.
So, all in all, you think this is a winner? This will potentially be a winner?
It could potentially be unique.
Unique.
It is unique. It could potentially be something that sticks.
Like Lisa's pasta.
Yeah,
Apparently.
she tastes it.
There he goes.
Yes.
All right. I think we beat that one up to death. I got some stuff. Maybe I'll do this one next. Got another clip. Because no, I'll just show.
Because that's what he does, people. He
I
gets
like to play
clips.
clips. There it is. I'm a clipper.
Most powerful critics of big tech, they are mapping out an agenda for this week for a very busy 2022. And Elon Moy joins us this morning with a look at what's moving, what's stuck, and, yep, what lies ahead on the horizon. Good morning.
Good morning, Angie. Well, you're right. Washington is gearing up for another hard look at big tech this year. This week, the Senate Judiciary Committee will debate two important antitrust bills with bipartisan support. The first one comes from Senators Amy Klobuchar and Chuck Grassley. The American Innovation and Choice Online Act aims to prevent self-preferencing by large platforms like Amazon, including by using a third-party seller's data to compete against it or by biasing search results. Now, the second bill, the Open App Markets Act, is led by Senators Dick Blumenthal and Marsha Blackburn. That's aimed squarely at taking control away from Google and Apple. In a statement, the senators said this: breaking the ironclad grip of these two behemoths on the multi-billion-dollar app market is long overdue. This measure has solid momentum. Now, both bills do have a good chance of passing in committee, but unclear when or even if they would go to the Senate floor.
All right, that's enough of that. Let me get rid of that. So, what do you think about this legislation? Do you think something's going to come of it this time? Is 2022 the year that legislation starts taking bites out of Amazon and some of their other big buddies?
Yeah, probably between now and the end of next year. Yeah.
Really? You think something's going to happen?
I think something has to happen because they've been talking about it for years. They have bipartisan support, which is like freaking Chinese math.
Amazing.
Right? You know, I don't even know what that means, and if I offended any Chinese, I apologize. But I mean, it's so rare that if they could come together on something, it looks good for them. And I do think it is part of consumer protection. I do think a lot of these tech companies have gotten data monopolies. They've gotten platform monopolies, especially in the app game. And you will not see me mad if this passes.
Well, one thing I found interesting is I was looking at this, and I think it was, kind of the Amazon response to this legislation, at least getting out of the house. They had a letter from a bunch of Amazon sellers who were, would not like to see this legislation pass. So you're a seller. What do you expect? Because if it hurts Amazon or potentially impacts, if it limits in some way Amazon's ability to sell stuff online in their marketplace, and we know that a growing percentage of those sales are third-party sales, so that could potentially hurt, small business folks like you. What is your gut? What do you think about this as a seller on Amazon's platform?
You know what? Certain things, and I don't know exactly. So that's why I was kind of like, if you give me some of the exacting language that would hurt, I'm not really sure yet, right? But let's just say overall, if it's better for the consumer, then that has to take precedence, at least when it comes to antitrust laws.
Well, we could say this. If the whole idea is to decentralize power and not let 4 or 5 huge platforms
Yeah.
continue to kind of have 80-90% of the business. That means that sales are going to take place in other places, another platform.
Exactly. Right. The money won't dry up. It'll move.
But if you're a small business, and you know how small business folks think, particularly folks that have gotten themselves set up on this platform, kind of know the ins and outs, working for them right now, are those the folks that want to see that legislation pass? Or is it just the folks who haven't gotten to a certain point, who haven't gotten set up, who don't know the ins and outs, which is causing them not to be able to benefit maybe to the extent that they want to? Is it just those folks? Or do you see
Look,
it doesn't matter? Some of these folks say you can change it, you can keep it, we're still going to kick it. We'll do what we have to.
well, if those folks are my people, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because we know that the game changes all the time. The puck moves, the goals are moved, and we just have to adjust. But it's not necessarily the greatest environment for the consumer when 50% of all retail sales are on a single platform. You know, that becomes a problem at some level. And if you think about it, you know, if you are a business person, you build a business, if the platform is continuously lowering the barrier of entry for your competitors, how is that good for your business too?
Lowering the barriers.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, anybody can see what you're selling and be like, oh, I can make a widget like that in China. Matter of fact, I saw one. I'm going to put one out there too.
That's why I think a list of successful sellers do not want this legislation to pass, because they're winning the game as it is, the way it's being played now. The last thing they want is for rules to change.
Of course. That's just nature. That doesn't mean the rule change is not good for business.
But
It
what
just
does it
ain't
do?
good for your business.
Right. But what's look at it from the spectrum of the customer and the customer experience. What do you think? Well, I'll say what I think and then I'll go back to you.
Cool.
I'm not having any issues buying stuff. I'm not having very many issues finding the stuff to buy, finding options, and then when I make my decision, clicking the button and the stuff comes. I don't feel like I'm being overpriced, especially if there is competition. And when you do a search on, let's say, like a camera, because I buy a lot of this tech stuff, I'll do a search on a particular camera, and I'll go on the shopping tab, and there'll be hundreds of options of where I could buy this thing. So I don't feel, at least at the moment, I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage with the current state of play as a customer, as looking at customer experience. I can't speak for the other side of that equation, but I have a lot of things that I have on my priority list. That ain't one of them. As a consumer,
Okay, you have
customer.
hundreds of places where you can purchase this camera.
Yeah.
Where do you purchase it?
Well, I will say this. All things being considered,
Uh-huh.
if the price is close or
Close.
even across the board,
Uh-huh.
I'll probably end up getting it from Amazon.
Okay.
And that's because
Because
it's not about the price at that point.
you're a
It's
Prime
about
member.
the fulfillment. And I'm a Prime member.
Because you're a Prime member.
And I can pretty much know what I'm going to get my stuff.
Uh-huh.
Hard to say that about everything else. So
How do you know?
I'm not.
How do you know?
Price is not, because I bought stuff from other places. I'll give you a perfect example right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to out them. I'm just going to say I bought a pretty expensive item just last week. Let's see, 4-figure item. I couldn't buy it from Amazon, so I bought it from the manufacturer's website.
Okay.
Only because I could get a best price there. They gave me a really good price.
Right.
Now, when I bought it, let's say on a Monday. They said it would get to me by Thursday.
All
I'm
right.
like, oh, this is great. Got the right price. Gonna get it quick.
Yeah.
Click. So what do you think happened?
It took 2 weeks.
I haven't gotten it yet.
Have
And
you
it's
even
been
gotten
over
a
2
notice?
weeks.
Really?
Been over 2 weeks.
Have you even
Now,
gotten a
they've
notice
been-
that it shipped?
Yeah, I got a notice that it shipped. I got a notice when it went past when it was supposed to ship.
Okay.
So it's not about not getting notified. It's
Uh-huh.
about not getting my stuff when I originally.
But I mean,
was
did you get
promised to get it.
tracking? You get tracking?
Yeah, I get all that stuff. But point is,
Wait, but
when I
hold on.
buy stuff from Amazon,
But hold on.
usually I get it before I expect it. in
Okay,
a
but
number of
wait. I mean,
instances.
so are you saying? I'm just trying to find out who dropped the ball here. Was it the manufacturer or was
I
it
don't
the?
care. I didn't get my stuff.
Okay, okay. You little don't whine like a baby. This is a
I
business
ain't whining
show.
like a baby.
You're
I'm whining like a
whining.
grown man with an AARP card. I want my stuff. So I was very disappointed when I didn't get my stuff, especially when I spent a lot of
which
money.
is fine. I'm just trying to see who broke. So okay, so it got lost in shipping. What's happened since then?
I don't know what got lost in shipping. All I know is I don't have it yet.
So what's happened?
Now they
since
keep
then?
saying, it's been shipped.
Uh-huh.
It's gone from here to here.
Okay,
But
so
the
we
one thing I
tracked it.
know is it hasn't gone to here.
Okay.
And that's a big deal.
Okay.
So I'm okay with the status quo because it allows
She
me
is.
to shop.
Thank you, Valencia.
What's Valencia talking about?
She's
I
just
got it.
saying
I
you're
got-
throwing a tantrum, and she doesn't blame you.
And your point is, Valencia,
She said
do I
she
know
don't
you?
blame you.
you don't know me, Valencia. You don't know me like that. Hey,
See what I'm saying, Valencia? Don't give him an inch.
I'll take a mile.
Uh,
I'll take
so
my stuff.
anyway, all right.
Anyway,
so
so
anyway,
I was just
you
saying
didn't get your you
from the
didn't get your
CX
thing.
side, from the customer experience side,
Yes.
the status quo, I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to say.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you, Brent.
Stop trying to patronize me.
I'm just trying to calm you down.
I feel good.
We
now.
care. We care, Brent.
I'll
We
let you know
care.
when I get my stuff.
Yeah. We
Hopefully
should
it'll
be
be this
tracking
year.
that. We'll be tracking that. You know.
No
you
refund.
could get a refund.
No refund.
Yeah.
No, because the stuff is supposed to be coming.
Okay.
I should have got them to
Damn.
give me one of those, like, if it doesn't show up by X date,
You get something,
10%.
a bonus. Yeah, you get a bonus.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna
you should,
bring that up.
You should send him this clip. Who was it?
I'm not telling you. Who it
See,
was.
because you want to still get it. It's like, you are not committed to the process here. We
I
need
will
to
definitely-
name names.
Valencia, I will definitely let you know if I get my
You
stuff.
need to name names. Who is treating you wrong?
What are you going to do about it?
You never know. I might
Oh,
have
really?
some strings.
Oh, you think you got some pull?
I might have some pull over here.
Oh, look who's here.
Who's that?
Garrett,
Garrett, what's up, Mr. G?
Team Colder Ice, #1 fan.
Yeah, we had
Number one
dinner
stunner.
a couple of 3 weeks ago together.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I just seen Garrett.
All right, ready to move to the next one?
Yes, because you ain't getting nowhere with this one.
That's just so wrong.
That's because
All
you won't name the names. Who was it, Brent?
I'm not going to bout them just yet I want to wait and see how it plays out. But if we are We're doing this show next week,
And it's
and
not
it hasn't
here.
gotten to me.
Yes.
I'm outing them.
You go call
I
them out.
promise.
All
I will
right.
call.
All
what do you
right.
call it?
I'm holding you
Shame
to
the
that.
devil. I will
I'm
do it.
holding you to it. Let's go.
I'm sure a couple other people are going to hold me to it too.
That's
Apparently.
right. Y'all heard them here. We want to know.
All right. All right. Next up,
Next
I
up.
want to share my screen. Let's see which one of these guys. Okay. Chrome tab. Here we go. All right. So this really caught my attention. Are you seeing anything yet?
Not
Oh, I
yet.
gotta-
No.
Got to do this. This thing is so.
Valencia, we'll know next week. This time
Yeah.
next week, he's going to tell us.
I'm going to put it out there. Amazon unlocks next growth driver. What do you think it is? Well, I'm showing it to you. Amazon subscriptions.
I'm not going to I'm pretend like I didn't see it.
Oh, please. I should have
What?
actually done that better, but whatever.
Okay, Amazon subscriptions.
All right. So let me go to this and bring this up. So it's a $30 billion annual business as it is. Wait a minute. I'm on the wrong slide here.
Oh, okay.
Let me go to where's the subscriber? Oh, I got so many things. Oh, here it
Yeah,
is.
So many things.
All right. Damn, that's not it either.
No, that's not it.
So-
That's the increase. Yes.
It's a $30 billion business, Amazon subscriptions. That's Amazon Prime
Uh-huh.
and other things, subscribe and save and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so that's all subscriptions. Yes.
All subscriptions. So it's 30 billion already, and it's still growing at roughly a 20% rate. So if it keeps that up, it'll be $100 billion
2
annually
years.
in 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just for subscriptions, not anything else, not selling stuff. Just for, is that a big deal or not?
That's a big deal, but I mean, there has to be some delivery with the subscription. So you are selling something.
Well, this is just the annual subscription for Prime and your subscribe and save, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if subscribe, maybe it has to be, right? Has subscribe in the name, subscribe and save. So it's a monthly thing.
And I
But
think if we're just talking about, because how many more subscriptions?
Oh, wait a minute. Got to say hello to our buddy, my fellow Ram fan, John Ferrara.
What's
And
up?
Go Ram. I got to put this up because I never get this kind of support from anybody in the state of Georgia.
Wait, you skipped over my birthday wish.
I didn't
Go
care
to
about that.
Go
All
Rams.
right, here we go. Yeah,
God,
that was last week's news.
really?
Let's get back to, the Go Rams.
Oh, so now he's all up on the Rams.
See that, Sven?
Yes.
Go Rams. All right, just want to make sure I pointed that out.
Amazon is not going to eat the world
Okay, well, answer. Why is it? Oh, wait.
because the government's not going to let
We just talked about potentially there.
them. Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
United States government is not going. However, I mean, I don't know if there's a whole lot of ceiling left on the subscription base.
Wait a minute, I got to just answer Thomas. Subscribing to what?
Prime.
Prime. I believe. Oh, I think I might have a. Let me do this because I think I might have a chart that shows the growth of. All right, check this out.
This is Prime subscribers.
Yeah, this is Prime subscribers. So right now, and I don't know how difficult it is for you to see that.
We see that.
153 million as of Q2 last year. They're estimating that 153 is now up to about 170 something. That's over. I think they said, maybe I even have a slide that talks about this because it's pretty incredible. It's like 80 to 90% of all U.S. adults
Right.
live in a
So
household
that means.
that has Amazon Prime.
So how
That's
much room
crazy.
does it have to grow?
Well, this is just the U.S.
And so they're saying other
definitely-
marketplaces.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Sven, I'm about to lose my patience with you at this point. You cannot be doing stuff like this, Finn. We can't have this. Gonna let it slide. Just don't test me, Sven. Okay, I'm back.
You are having a moment today. I don't know what has got your underwear twisted, but you are having a moment today.
I'm on edge a little
Yes.
bit.
Yeah,
NFL playoffs and things are gonna
that's right. You
happen
only get
this
one.
season.
You get one loss, and that's it.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yes.
About that.
Who you guys play this week?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Oh, dude. Okay. Here's a problem. This is we're off topic because you're talking about football.
I'm just gonna take this down because apparently we're not gonna be.
But this
talking
is
about
so amazing.
that.
All right.
Okay.
We're in the hotel room. Me and hubby, we're talking, having conversation, blah, blah, blah. I flip on the TV, football.
Okay.
Conversation stops. He's talking. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention. It's the end of what was that game? What was the game that was?
Oh, the Dallas game?
Yes, it
Dallas
was the Dallas game.
49ers?
So I'm like in this thing. I'm like, right? And he's just talking. Then he gets up and he walks out of the room. I'm like, you got to go to the bathroom. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't. I'm talking now to the TV. Like, what a dumb play. I can't play. Blah, 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 blah. Right? 10, 20 minutes later, game's over. He comes back in the room. He said, this is bullshit. And I'm like, what? He said that the ability for mainly males, but just in general, that there is this, there's this leeway, there's this gravy area where men, like I said, mostly men, but all people, but that men can just turn on the TV and tune out everything and get a pass if football is on TV.
What's wrong about that?
Exactly.
I don't know anything wrong about that.
Exactly.
Makes perfect sense to me.
I was just like, what's your point?
Feel sorry for him, but it is what it is. What's that do? Cabby Lane do?
Yeah.
I mean, damn. What can you do? All right.
All
well,
right. Anyway, that was.
I was cool
had to
with that
clarify.
aside.
That
That
was
makes
good to
sense to me.
clarify.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good one. All right. Let's go back to the matter at hand. All right.
All right. So these guys, they're doing it. They're doing it.
100 billion business in 5 years. Is that a big deal?
Absolutely.
All right. That's what I was hoping for.
It tripled.
In 5
More
years?
than tripled in 5 years.
Yeah.
And
The fact that a business of that size can grow 20% annually for 5 years, that says a lot if it happens.
right. But I do think they're hitting a ceiling soon. And at some point, it's not going to grow as aggressively. That will be a drag on the investor prices. You know what I'm saying? Just because, they'll be like, they're not growing anymore. But who cares? You've reached terminal velocity. They're close to that. And if they can maintain that, it's going to be a lot.
And apparently one of the ways that they may be maintaining that is this little thing called price increase. Dun, dun, dun.
That might be a problem.
Yeah. So take a minute to talk about Netflix is getting killed
Today.
They got
dragging
killed.
everybody down. Now they're dragging everybody down today.
Yeah, they got killed.
Amazon lost 5% today because of Netflix.
And because the specter of Prime being all right. So what is this? It first started out as $79 a year, right? Then it went from 79, and it stayed like that for like 10 years or so, something like that.
Yeah, for a long time.
And then it went from 79 to 99.
Right.
And then the last move was
was to
99 to 129.
29.
Right? What price is it okay for them to move to before people start saying, you know what? Wait a minute now.
I don't
might have
know.
to think about this.
I don't know. Honestly, though, if they go up, let's say another $20, right, to like 149,
They're still under 150.
they're still under 150. I think that would be okay, because you're talking about a whole year's worth of delivery for free plus content.
Look
You
at
know?
what Alan just said, because this is really good. How many people even know how much they pay for Prime? I don't even think about it. It's just something that's the annual
People
thing
know when it hits.
I don't,
Well, you're
because it's one of those things. It's one of those things I don't even question paying for.
I mean, people, they know, especially people that go out and do it on a 30-day special
Let's ask
and
Gloria.
then cut it off.
Gloria, you say you never pay for Prime. Could you comment why you never pay for Prime?
Well, yeah, why do you never?
I would love
pay
to
for
know.
Prime?
So hit us up. Oh, that's right. It's Prime.
Yeah,
is an
Netflix
annual
is every
thing.
day. I mean,
Right.
every 30 days. Prime is
Yep.
annual. That's what I'm saying, though.
That's
People
another
know
one.
how much they pay, because once you see $130 come off your, payment, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I think they reevaluate.
I don't even think about it.
That's because
Okay,
you're
all right.
rich.
No, it's not. I just
I
spend a lot of
mean,
money. I buy a
rich
lot of
people-
stuff. I don't go
You-
to stores as much.
You just said that. You just said it right the first time. You spend a lot of money.
Yeah, but I online, not in stores.
hmm
And so this is the reason. Amazon Prime is the reason why I do that. And they've given us more reason. All right, let me ask
Absolutely.
You- let me ask you and Gloria and who else. Do you think that Amazon is just trying to rake us over the coals, or do you think Amazon has done a pretty good job of reinvesting that subscription money into better experiences for customers? I would love to know
Oh,
whether you think a price increase is just about them doing a money grab, or is it to help them continuously improve the customer experience?
personally, I haven't seen any customer experience improvement since day one.
Really?
Have you?
Yeah, because I believe when I both. Okay, that's interesting.
You see what
So
she
you got to
said.
tell us.
She did tell you.
Oh, see, so she says
She always gets free shipping, same 2
Same
to 3 day delivery
okay.
if she spends a minimum
Just
of
spend-
$25.
Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I'll order stuff because once again, if it keeps me out of going to the store, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And it's real time buying. I don't want to have to wait 2 to 3 days. I just pay my annual fee and get my stuff. Sometimes it comes the same day.
Sometimes it takes you
So
a
that's
week.
why I believe more than Netflix, although Netflix is paying a lot for content. So I can see why they have to continuously try to increase, because they have to try to stay ahead of competition, and it's all about content. But for Amazon, price increase is partially content, but it's also
No, their content's still garbage.
that's getting better. But they bought Thursday Night Football.
That's the only thing you ever talk about.
That's the most important thing. Didn't
Well,
we
I'm
just
just
talk about
saying.
you and
I'm
John?
just saying. Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's not the only, I need more than just, oh, you got a
Well-
Thursday night game now.
Okay, well, no, they've got some pretty good stuff coming on, been on. You watch Eddie Murphy Coming to America 30 years later, or whatever they called it. I don't
did.
know.
Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's coming to America. But,
But
yeah.
what I'm saying is, I think part of their increase is content related, but another piece is logistics, is supply chain, is creating their own fleet
Yeah.
of ships and
Yeah.
planes
Yeah.
and trains and
These
trucks.
are not improvements.
They are improvements.
They're not
Be-
improvements. They're
because-
not improving the customer experience.
Absolutely, they are.
No, they are
If they-
reducing the cost of delivery of products for themselves. That
But why
doesn't
does it has to be one or the other?
listen, bro.
It's the same-
Just because you
a win-win.
flying Amazon planes and got Amazon vans did not make my package come faster than it used to when it came the other way. So don't give me that.
Give
That
me a
is-
break.
Listen,
Could you imagine when you first got
I
Amazon
don't
Prime?
want to say that. I
When
don't
you
wanna say
first
that.
got Amazon Prime,
yes, who was the
Did
who
it
was
come
doing delivery?
next day,
They used to
or
do
did you have to
2 days.
wait a week?
It was 2 days.
No, when you first got Amazon Prime, it was definitely not 2 days.
When I first got Amazon Prime, it was free shipping. That was it.
When you first got Amazon Prime,
was free
when you
shipping.
bought your package, it didn't get to you until like a week later.
Okay, but I'm just saying it was free shipping. That was the first offer. It was free shipping. $79 free shipping.
Well, Amazon, okay, right,
Okay. So then let's say $99 2-day
Up
shipping.
there. Right.
Okay. But I'm gonna tell you, since I started $99 from $129, I haven't seen any benefit in the shipping of my product.
So you don't, but that means you don't really consider getting your stuff faster a benefit, right?
I don't think it's any faster. That's my thing. It was always
it's
2-day
faster.
shipping.
No, it wasn't always 2 days.
Ever since they upped it to $99, that
But
was
then
the
even-
offer.
It went to 2 days,
Uh-huh.
then it went to 1 day,
Then it went back to
this is
3.
overnight. Well, that you can't. The pandemic did have something to do with that. I mean,
What pandemic? What pandemic?
wait, if you were buying stuff that wasn't from Amazon, were you getting it any faster than when you were buying it from
To
Amazon?
be honest, I think the pandemic may have helped Amazon.
It definitely helped Amazon.
No, I'm going to say maybe the pandemic helped Amazon with their fulfillment delivery times.
Okay, your
Because-
cousin is saying, I get my stuff in 2 days, sometimes next day.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Me
And
too.
sometimes, if you order it early enough in the morning,
It'll come
you
that
will
day.
get it the same day.
Sometimes
That's not happening with everything else, unless you're getting a pizza.
pizzas come pretty quick, but no, it's not. It's not. But I don't see the actual customer like me, right? I don't feel like, oh, this has gotten so much better than it has 3 years ago. No, I don't feel that way.
Now that's because you're stupid.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's all I got to say on that. All right, let's move on. There's a couple other things I think I have here. Let me go to this slide. Can I move this here? Can I do that? I wanted to talk about. Oh, let me go back this way.
I wanna talk
Amazon
about the
Care.
guy.
Remember, we
Okay.
talked a little bit about Amazon Care.
A little bit.
It's becoming a bigger thing. Here's the thing I was looking for. Apparently, they have 1.3 million employees, and they've been on Amazon Care for like the last 2 years, and it seems to be holding up. Seems to be net pretty positive.
Mhm.
And now you're starting to hear grumbles that they may be expanding the offer of Amazon Care. I don't know if
Into
it's imminently
into
from
their own healthcare.
to businesses, from their partners, possibly offering that. Kind of like, how AWS got started.
Mhm.
They built all that stuff for their own
Yep,
internal
yep,
needs,
yep.
and they rolled it out. It seems like that may be the model that Amazon Care is kind of
Yeah.
on that path.
And honestly, that will be the nail in the coffin for government intervention.
Are you talking like you think Medicare and Medicaid are going to go away? I don't think that's
No,
gonna
I don't
happen.
think those will, but I think dealing with these dealing against and playing
like Obamacare
against.
would go away.
No.
Okay,
The current healthcare systems the Kaisers of the world, the Blue Cross Blue Shields of the world are not going to just let this go away. They're
No.
going to pump, and they're already pumping millions and millions of dollars into lobby money to
Yep.
not see this happen.
It's going to be a fight. But look at the red bold. Healthcare, personalized healthcare is a $4 trillion business.
Easy.
Oh my God. That's so much more money than any other industry I can think of right now.
Easy.
And if Amazon starts to dig in, one of the competitors, T-Docs, I think that's something like Technical Doc or something like that. Their stock price took a hit because of Amazon's we're starting to learn more about this Amazon Care thing. Remember, what was it, a month ago? We really hadn't heard much about it.
Right. We were talking because they all got together and
right.
Who was the other guy?
And that it was JP Morgan Chase, Berkshire Hathaway, and Amazon. And that whatever happened, that just went belly up.
Right.
But now Amazon has
still doing their thing.
Right. And they have 1.3 million employees. So it's
that
not like
all use
they're offering this to a small group. They've kind of proved at least they're able to scale to a certain extent. So the next step is to grow it out even further.
I mean, it'd be awesome if they could offer SMBs with the ability to fast track healthcare for its workers. You know how huge that will be? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The fact that Amazon has successfully used its telemedicine service for 2 years with its staff suggests that there is a healthy demand for the service.
Yeah.
Could this be an even bigger deal than the stuff we just talked about?
At $4 trillion right now? Yes.
And I love this part. Amazon also has the advantage of technology through Alexa for remote patient monitoring, Halo wearable for health trackers, and the Amazon Lake for data management products. That's huge. Those are some killer positives for Amazon that I'm guessing their health industry competitors may not have right now.
Yeah, who can compare?
So in 5 years' time, will we be talking more about subscriptions hitting 100 billion or this?
Amazon in 5 years, in 5 years' time, subscriptions will not even be part of the conversation.
Really?
No, not really, because they'll be baked in. They're expected. You know what I'm saying? I don't see. I think that subscription story was just a little overly hyped. It's not a big deal. I just don't think it's a big deal.
But how many $100 billion revenue driving businesses are there?
No, I bet I don't know. Not a lot.
Thomas, I think Microsoft
ain't worried about. They about to play some games.
Well, of course they spent, but before they spent the 70 billion, before they spent the 70 billion on Activision, just last year, they spent 20 billion roughly on Nuance, and that was towards the medical technology, healthcare, telemedicine thing.
Yeah.
So they're going to play in it, but I think Amazon right now.
Well, I'm just saying, wouldn't Amazon Bigfoot them?
The fact that Amazon has been running Amazon Care for their own employees for the last 2 years shows that they are pretty far ahead.
Yeah.
So, but Microsoft has so much money. If they want to play in this space, they will definitely play in this space and will be a factor. They'll have a presence.
Absolutely. It'll help all. It'll be some of the tide rising all the boats, especially if both of them get in there at the same time and go after each other.
But think about that. There's this company. They bought Nuance in 2021 for 20 billion in cash. And then less than 12 months later, they buy Activision for 70 billion plus
Mhm.
in cash.
Mhm.
As you sit there thinking this is not a big deal. Do you know
It's
many
not
other
that.
companies?
It's not
Okay,
that.
what is it?
It's
What is
well,
it?
it's just, we'll see. I don't trust Microsoft acquisitions. They
Why
have
not?
just
What's the
they just don't handle things well. Or in the past. If I look at their past records, they have not bought something and blew it up. Like
I think
they
Xbox has done
integrated.
pretty good.
Did they
Xbox
buy
has done
that?
pretty good. They bought that like a decade ago.
From who?
I don't know, but it's been a long time.
I thought
I mean, they bought,
they created Xbox. They didn't buy
dude,
Xbox.
they bought Xbox. Don't give me the
Okay, if you say I don't remember that. I remember Microsoft coming out with Xbox from day one. It was
Please,
Microsoft
people in the
Xbox.
comments, please let this guy know
Whatever,
that
maybe. I don't know, but I don't
Microsoft
remember
bought
that shit.
Xbox years ago.
Okay, how many?
Matter of fact, I think the business unit is kind of called Microsoft Xbox.
Okay,
So yeah.
I don't remember
So
that.
that must have been a pretty good one if you believe that Xbox has been doing pretty well over the last several years.
It says Xbox is a video game brand created and owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
they did
first
not
bought
buy
by them.
Xbox, bro.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I think you might be a little mistaken about that
I'm
one.
not mistaken.
Okay.
Anyway, but they bought multiple games before. Stop mouthing off. They bought multiple games before. Now they've had a miss with that gaming streaming service they tried to push out there against Twitch. That went nowhere.
Ooh, I don't even
But
remember that one.
there's a lot of things you don't remember. But
Hmm.
and they bought LinkedIn. That's grown pretty significantly after they bought it. And they spent 20 billion on that, or 26, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they buy a lot of stuff.
They buy a lot of stuff.
And the fact that they can buy all these with cash is amazing to me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, they bought them for 68.7. I round up. You throw pasta, I round up. That's kind of how we do it.
He is on fire today.
Anyway,
we're loving this.
Wow. We went a little over.
Grouchy old Brent today.
We went a little over today. Anything else? Because I think we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
I sent you some stories. You just ignored mine, but that's okay.
Oh, no. You wanted to talk about the guy leaving Walmart, right? You want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah, we should touch on that, man. That could be interesting. Just to pull it up real quick.
Do I have it?
Uh-oh.
Let me. Oh, you put it in my chat. So let me go ahead and start talking. I'll bring it up.
And so basically, the head of e-commerce at Walmart is leaving. Now,
that's it.
I mean, that's a lot, though, bro.
Okay, here.
That's a lot.
A Wall Street Journal. Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
Let me do this. Share the screen. This thing could make it a little less
hard to share.
It's just too many steps I have to jump through in order to put something up on the screen.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I think it's user error. Most likely. Scroll down a little bit. Let's get to the headline.
Why am I Why isn't it not letting me
scroll?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
We're trying to hold. We'll hold for Brent. DirectX equals Xbox. Windows bought DirectX, then created Xbox.
Well, there it is. That's what I was talking about.
No,
they
you
didn't
said they
build
bought.
that. No, I knew they didn't build it.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
All right. So here we go. So this guy, Casey Carl. Oh wow, he was only there a couple of years as their e-commerce chief.
Right, because you remember when the Jet guy left, which was a
Yeah.
big thing.
Boy, did he stole some money on that one.
Yeah, right. So he
$3 billion.
leaves. He leaves. This guy comes in and takes his place, and now he's leaving.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the state of Walmart e-commerce?
You know what it tells me? I think they're running up against old farty people in boardrooms trying to drive online commerce similar to the way they drive brick and mortar commerce. And there's probably contention. And that's why those that are in leadership want to leave. That's what that's telling me.
It's telling me that they still, and unfortunately may forever be, lost in the sauce. Compared
And
to
I
Amazon.
hope you did see what Alan said.
I
He
don't
didn't just
believe
put it
Alan.
up.
Alan is a Jets fan. They don't know anything.
Oh my God. The crotchety nature of Brent on this Friday is outrageous.
Who's Benny? Jack Benny?
Benny was being investigated for personal reasons.
Benny Hanna? Is that
Ooh,
was that the what was that
who's
guy?
Benny?
I don't know who Benny is.
Who's Benny, Lisa?
Yeah, please tell us who Benny is.
Oh, she typed it in the wrong box. You can't be typing stuff in this box. This is a live broadcasting. You can't be
'Cause we're
having
gonna put it
multiple
up.
chats.
And we will mock you if we find reason to.
Awesome.
See, you shouldn't be
Speaking of
speaking to
something.
anybody
No,
when our show is on.
that's true. That's
We need
true.
your complete
That's
undivided
sacrilege.
attention here. I'm telling you.
Sacrilege.
All right.
All right.
I don't think it's a big deal. I just don't.
I just find it
status quo
interesting
for
that
them.
these people can't stay around.
Have they ever hired? Well, the Jet.com guy, he was at Amazon before he was at Jet.com, right?
Yes, he left Amazon, created Jet. Yes.
And he couldn't even help him out.
Well, I mean, I didn't understand buying Jet to begin with, so
Not for $3 billion.
that was crazy. That was
All right.
what would Jet been up like 18 months? That was
I
crazy.
can't even remember. It's
It
such
wasn't up
like a
long.
distant memory at this point.
It wasn't up long. But congratulations to people that can get away with that kind of stuff, man. Whew.
All right.
All right, Brent. Not bad. I've been talking
Not bad.
to
So
you too long.
you could go back to chilling in your penthouse
Mhm.
suite
Yeah.
in Buckhead.
Come on down.
Come on down.
I got some some vodka. Give you a shot.
I'm not allowed to leave my house. So
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. You're still sequestered. Got it.
I got to give it to your cousin. She's coming up with excuses, trying to make it right. Maybe next week.
Until then.
Until then, we will see you next week. You have a good weekend. I'll be hunkered down watching football. Nobody will contact me, disturb me at all. Please.
Nobody knows your number.
Thank goodness.
Yes. Nobody knows your number. Don't worry.
Okay. Yes, and you stay warm too.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We'll try.
All right. Do we still do this?
Yeah, I'm out. Peace, man.
All right. There it is.
Peace.